This is Dr. Selene Parekh, the Fantasy Doctor. We've been hearing a lot in preseason about hamstring injuries, and regardless of the sport that you follow, hamstring injuries plague athletes from baseball to football to soccer and basketball. So let's learn a little bit more about hamstring strains and what it really means. So here is a picture of the human from the front. If you spin this guy around and we take a look at the back of his muscles, you will get a sense of where the hamstrings are. The hamstrings are a group of muscles in the back of the thigh. They start at the top of the pelvis, right about here, and they work their way down to the back of the knee. Now, there are three muscles that make up the hamstring muscles: the semitendinosus, the semimembranosus, and the biceps femoris. These three muscles together have a number of functions, two of which are very important. The first is bending the knee. If you look at the side of the leg, this is the femur bone, this is the knee joint, and this is the leg bone. And you can see that these muscles work to bend the knee back and forth. Now, these muscles also help to move the hip bone. Okay, so by attaching to the pelvis and going all the way down to the knee, they will allow that hip to move back and forth, and you can see that right here, moving back and forth. So not only are these three muscles moving the hip, but they can also move the knee. Now, there are three grades of hamstring strains. Strain 1 being just a mild stretch, strain 3 or grade 3 being more of a tear. Obviously, as you go from a grade 1 to 2 to 3, the injury is more serious. Typically, people can bounce back from these within 2 weeks with a grade 1 and up to 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes even longer, with a grade 3, and even requiring surgery in some instances. So what you need to know as a fantasy owner is how severe the injury is. And if it seems like the player is taking a while to get back, you need to be worried about their ability to continue to play on the playing field throughout the rest of the season. Patients and even athletes who have tight hamstrings or even weak glutes, and even if they are playing hard and sweating a lot and getting dehydrated, these are all risk factors to developing hamstring strains. And so it is not unusual for these guys to have one injury and then that hamstring be a chronic issue through the rest of the season till they give it enough time to rest and rehab. This is Dr. Selene Parekh talking to you about hamstring strains. Until next time.